When I look around this congregation this morning, I can't help but think of the song that says, "Look at what the Lord has done." To truly appreciate where we are today, we have to look back at where we've come from. I am the granddaughter of this church's founder, Reverend James Wilson. And without the literal foundation he built and the spiritual culture he created, we wouldn't be the church we are today. And I'm so thankful he gave God his yes. When my father, Dr. Paul Keeter Jr., arrived at Fort Bragg in 1972, I don't think he could have imagined all that God would do through his willingness to serve under Reverend Wilson. Reverend Wilson took him under his wing, helped him get started in ministry and evangelistic work, and that eventually led him to become the lead pastor of what was then Cumberland Church of God. Dad's heart for this church was that we would be a people with a heart to change the world.
Yes.
And with that mission in mind, the Spanish ministry was born, which later expanded into Friday night services, and also a Korean church service was started on Sunday mornings. Cumberland began to transform into a multicultural church, a reflection of heaven itself.
Yeah.
And as the church grew, so did its heart for the next generation. With no room to expand at the old location, property was purchased and the Family Life Center was built. Dad always had a passion for investing in children and youth because he never forgot how God first reached him. He was saved because someone invited him to a youth night with nothing more than an offer of hot dogs. And that simple invitation changed his life. From that moment, he understood how powerful it could be to reach a child or a teenager, and he carried that conviction his entire ministry. He knew that if we invested in the children, the youth, and the family as a whole, we'd be investing in the future of the church itself. But God wasn't finished yet. As we continued to grow, we found ourselves landlocked once again. It was during that season that God gave the church a prophetic word. If you build the people, I will build the church. And that's what he did. Property was found, and out of an experience my parents had at Niagara Falls, where they witnessed the sheer power and beauty of God's creation, came a new name, Rivers of Living Water, the Niagara of God's presence. The new sanctuary and education department were built, and after several years, growth continued. God remained faithful, providing room for expansion and sending people just as he promised, from the north, the south, the east, and the west. The children and youth building followed, and eventually the sanctuary we're sitting in today was completed. Each phase of growth was a testimony of God's provision and faithfulness. My parents served faithfully for 33 years before passing the mantle to our current bishop, Johnny Rivera. And what a blessing it is to see how that same anointing, that same heart to reach people, to build families, and to see lives change continues under his leadership today. And I'm so thankful for the heritage Reverend James Wilson began, for my parents who carried it forward, and for Pastor Johnny and his wife Myra, who are leading us into the next chapter of what God has for Rivers of Living Water Church. What a legacy of faithfulness, and what a testimony of God's goodness. From generation to generation, he has truly done great things.
Come on.
And if this is what God has already done, then we can stand with confidence and say, the best is yet to come.